The Genesis Communications Radio Network proudly presents The Alex Jones Show, because there's a war on for your mind.
Okay, I'm going to continue with your calls. Kathy, Annie, Mark, Rolando, Jonathan, Jake, Kevin, Joe, many others that are holding. Also, on this Memorial Day coming up tomorrow, former New York Times editor and Pulitzer Prize winner has gone public in the American Conservative newspaper magazine that for 2 years they were not allowed to basically publish the conclusive government findings of a cover-up from Nixon on of at least thousands of U.S. POWs. And this is all confirmed, that they knew they were in Vietnam and left them because they didn't want to have to pay for them from the North Vietnamese. And, of course, it goes back further than that. It's been a U.S. policy since World War II. 21,000 plus U.S. troops were in Nazi camps who'd been captured by the Germans. And when Stalin took over those areas, the U.S. just said, keep them. It's a gift from us, slave labor. We'll just wave an American flag in front of the American people if they ask where their daddy is. And they'll say, I don't care about daddy. I worship government. That's what supporting the troops is being a mindless idiot. I support the world government. I support the banker bailouts. I support being a schmuck. I'm sorry. I'm just really getting angry here today. See, I'm not patriotic because I don't want to leave our troops in foreign countries. I'm not patriotic because I don't want them growing heroin in Afghanistan. All right, I'm going to settle down. It's just when the Washington Post came out and admitted, they quoted the CIA, yeah, we make fake Bin Laden videos to scare you. I mean, it's just a new level. They're making me passé. You don't even need Alex Jones to tell you this stuff anymore. They're just in your face. Yeah, we're setting up a world government, but kooks think it's real. And then now there's a third blown oil leak where this stuff is like gotten into the honeycomb of the undersea strata of the crust and is just coming up out of the seafloor everywhere. Again, government can't fix it, though, but I bet government can come take your guns. I bet government can teach your kids not to trust you. I bet government can mandate a Gardasil shot that'll brain damage your daughter or maybe kill her, like the press has reported it's done. And I bet the government can just kind of have it in the back of the news. Oh, well, people are dying from this, but, don't get upset. Only kooks get upset. Look at this article. Israel stations nuclear missile subs off Iran. Times of London. 3 German-built Israeli submarines equipped with nuclear cruise missiles are to be deployed in the Gulf near the Iranian coastline. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, see, that's manly. Yeah, let's see, parking lot. I want to breathe that stuff when it blows around in the jet stream. Yeah, we're the good guys. Nuke the Iraners. Nuke the Arabs. Of course, they're not even Arab. They're Persian. Yeah, we've only overthrown them 3 times for no reason. They had a pro-U.S. guy over there, but the British wanted all the oil, so we staged terror attacks. But you don't know about Mossadegh. You don't know about 53. You don't know anything. You think the globalists want to nuke Iran, but they're going to let you keep your pension fund, right? The government likes you. They'll kill 1 million Iraqis for some oil and weapon sales, but they're not going to take your pension. Oh, the government's not going to take your rights. It's run by nice people. Uh-huh. Well, now there's suddenly, I've got all these stacks of news here, where suddenly it's all over the news that, okay, there are death panels. Okay, there is rationing. Suddenly the Democrats, Kathleen Sebelius, I've got the press conference. They say, is this rationing? Quoting the head of your group, saying that we will ration with our eyes open instead of our eyes closed. She goes, yes, that is what it means. We are going to ration. The government is your God. They're not going to stop there, folks. You're going to live like they do in North Korea and Mexico. Because just as Thomas Jefferson said, the level of tyranny you will live under is the exact level you put up with. And you better get angry. People are like, this guy gets angry. Yeah. I get angry about things that matter, folks, because I'm red-blooded. Israel stations nuclear missiles off Iran, threatening to use them. And they're threatening to attack not just Iran, but Syria and Lebanon if anyone attacks them in any way. Yeah, somebody shoots a fake missile over. And again, I as an American, I'm not allowed because I better not criticize nuclear war. I better say, well, that's patriotic. Start the nuclear war immediately. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Netanyahu. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, to White House Chief of Staff Rahm Emanuel. Yes, we have to have nuclear war immediately. Israel rejects call to join anti-nuclear treaty. Oh, no, they're the only one above the world government rules. They don't have to follow any of those. And they can arrest illegal aliens all day there, but, then the Israel lobby's always lobbying for open borders here. I don't like that, but I'm supposed to shut up, though. Oh, look, Israel rejects new drive to ban nukes from Mideast. Oh, starving and deluded, yet North Korea is ready for war. I better go to your calls. It's just the whole world is hurtling down a rat hole. Then I've got all this financial news as Europe is imploding. U.S. stocks, oil, euro, tumble. Dow ends worst since 1940. And if you count inflation, it's even worse than that. That's Bloomberg. Just, you like globalism? You like the New World Order? New home sales set to plunge in former bubble markets. Bloomberg, it's only going to get worse. But every day they tell you it's getting better, lying to you like you're an idiot. Kathy in New Orleans, you're on the air.
Hey, Kathy was my girlfriend, kind enough to do the phone work for me while I was maneuvering out of the French Quarter. We just came from a protest there about the BP rally, and you just thought you were at a Copenhagen summit. They're all screaming that it's climate change and we all need to go green and stop drilling. It was the most pathetic thing I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, more and more. I think they staged it, and a lot of people are saying that. I think they blew it and as a pretext to get their carbon taxes, which are tens of trillions, and to re-kick their entire program. I can't prove that, but I've had big Republican strategists on and others who study these people, and we know that they had a slow response on purpose because the more oil is in the Gulf, the more power and control they get.
Absolutely, and to make it worse, yesterday when Obama was in Grand Isle, they bust down 4 school buses full of hired people, and they had these white painters outfits on. And what you saw on the Katie Couric CBS News, it seemed like that BP was, going strong on the cleanup when it was just a staged, dog and pony show.
Well, that's why it's all over the news that anybody tries to show the coastline, they're arrested. And because BP is now our lord, and there's no First Amendment down there. What do you think you are, an American? This is Soviet, Russia, 1950. You're not allowed to have cameras, scum. You're allowed to work and pay the government because the government gave birth to you. So are people upset in Louisiana?
They're grown Cajun men who are the hardest workers are literally crying. I think mission is just about accomplished as far as wiping out all the fishermen and all the people that Grand Isle, this is Memorial Day weekend. It's usually just hopping, people with boats, everything. It's the only thing you see now is military vehicles, and they're the only people eating. And it's pathetic when you look at the camps, and the only people that are renting the camps are Homeland Security, National Guard.
Now, how bad is the oil?
The oil is it's getting into many places. I've had a friend of mine tell me that she's beginning to get sick. I'm convinced that there's genocide going on down there. The people that are cleaning it up, literally by hand with mops and sponges, never mind any big barges or ocean-going barges or anything like that. There's just people by hand in little boats, and they're getting sick. And they have these mobile, medical stations. They go and they give them a little something, they stick them right back in.
Right.
And they're just spraying Corexit everywhere, and they will not heed the fact that Corexit is the same toxicity as formaldehyde.
Yeah, for those that don't know, they're using a bunch of deadly chemicals. Crude oil won't make you sick unless you drink it. You can smear it all over you, and it's biodegradable. But then, so they're bringing in thousands of tons of deadly chemical, mixing it in. But again, that way a big globalist company gets a bunch of tax money. See, because you never let a good crisis go to waste, like Rahm Emanuel told us. Okay, thank you. I appreciate the call. I'm going to try to hurry through your call straight ahead. Wayne Madsen on the North Korea situation coming up.